Hello, welcome to Model Kit Stuff. My name is Jason. We have a tool review for you today, and today we're looking at this Precision nippers from RGG. Let's take a look. Yes, hello, welcome to Model Kit Stuff. We're looking at a new set of nippers. Why? Well, because I've had these ones for about 18 months and I wasn't as happy with them as the first time I bought them. These are from Dispay. And so I decided that I would have a look around and see what else was available. And these seem to be getting quite a good review, so I thought I'd try them out. So the RGG Precision nippers are specially designed for cutting plastics. They're aimed at modelers, it says, for plastic miniatures and model kits. They're made by a company called Red Grass. I don't necessarily know where they're based as a company. But yeah, it does say that we've got a single nipper. Now, for those of you that might be new to the hobby or don't know much about side cutters, when it comes to cutting plastic parts off sprues, what you really want is a single bladed cutter. So a double bladed cutter will nip and leave a little bit behind. It sort of creates a little peak as it cuts, whereas a single bladed one cuts flat and flush all the way through. So I discovered that a few years ago and now I wouldn't go back. So single sided nippers only. And when I look at them, they're pretty much identical. There's not much difference between them, really. You've got a slightly, ever so slightly longer blade on the RRG ones. Again, you know, 0.5 millimetre, something like that. The point, again, not much between them. The big difference, though, is the blade. If I show you that, can you see the angle of the blade? I'm going to be able to sharpen that easy as anything if I wanted to. So just like the Dispay ones, we've got a single-sided blade, we've got spring-loaded handle, we've got a little stopper there. I mean, it's almost identical, and you've got a little grub screw so you can set the closure if you want. Just like the Dispay nippers, they're designed for nipping at the mid to low point of the cutter, not the tip, where you could actually damage it. Yeah, other than that, I mean, they're pretty much identical. One thing that's not the same is the cost. These are about 33 pounds in the UK, whereas these will cost you about 40. So these are cheaper. I guess the real test is, how well do they work? Let's cut some plastic and see. So, gonna cut a couple of parts off. Gonna start with this engine block, and we're gonna just cut through the gate. So that's a nice easy action. I'm putting no pressure on there. The fact that the part hasn't dropped out means we've got a very narrow, accurate cut. If it had fallen out, then the cut would have been less precision and it's created a gap as it's cut. So that's a really good sign. So as I lift the part out, I'm just going to put my magnifying glasses on and have a look at the cut. Yeah, the cut is as smooth as anything. And it actually shines, it's that smooth. That is really nice. Really nice. So you can see how smooth that cut is. Let's see how we do with cutting flush against a part. So we're going to take this little bit of pipe out. Well, that was no problem at all. And I can get in and trim as well if I wish to. Might be easier to do that with this part that we cut out first. Yeah. So, well, it works. It cuts plastic out of plastic, which is what we're looking for. Now, the maximum diameter of this is 3mm, so we can cut something fairly big. No problem at all. So you cut your sprues up and stuff. I generally use older ones for cutting sprues because I don't want to nick the blade or anything like that. So yeah, it seems to absolutely do what we want to do, which is cut plastic. So for me, if you can cut plastic out, it's doing its job. And if you can save money, then that's a double benefit. These are no different to the Dispay ones I've used. They cut just as well, but they're a bit cheaper. So my conclusion is, if you're in the market for new nippers, then these are as good as any. And, you know, I know one or two people like to spend a lot of money and pay for brands such as God Hand, but at the end of the day, if it cuts the part out, what difference does it make? You know, save yourself some money. That's my view anyway. So there you go. RGG Precision nippers. We've cut plastic with them and they work and they save you some money. So all good. Hope that was useful. You enjoy your modelling and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.